English for Ramadan. These are important English vocabulary, phrases, and listening and reading practice to help you during this Ramadan time. Happy Eid! Let's study some important vocabulary first, then we'll learn some words and phrases, and at the end we'll do a listening and reading practice, all about the vocabulary words we use today. Make sure to get out your notebooks and study with us. Our first vocabulary word is Ramadan. This is a noun. It's the celebration or holiday. Ramadan is a month-long celebration for Muslims. Fast. This is a verb or a noun. In this example, it's a noun or the action. This is when you do not eat or drink. Sometimes it's a religious fast. Sometimes it's for health. She fasts from the morning until the evening each day. Abstain. This is a verb that means to stop or not do something. Sometimes we use this when we talk about drugs, alcohol, or other things like smoking. We also use it for eating. He abstains from drinking alcohol. Sunset. This is a noun. It's the time of night when the sun is going down. We watch the beautiful sunset before going home. Dusk. This is a noun. It is the time right after sunset when the last light goes away and it begins to get dark at night. The children have to come home by dusk. Dawn. This is a noun. It is the very first light of the day before the sunrise. I wake up each morning at dawn. Break. This is a verb. Often this is used to talk about damaging something, making something unusable. For example, I broke my toy and I can't use it anymore. But in this example, we're talking about breaking a fast. This means to stop a fast. We usually use the verb break when we talk about stopping or quitting a fast. Muslims break their fast each evening after sunset. Dates. Have you ever had a date? This is a noun. It's a sweet fruit. We often eat it dried. I eat dates every morning in my cereal. Pre-dawn. This is an adjective. It can also be a noun. This is the time of day before dawn. Muslims eat a pre-dawn meal during Ramadan before they begin the day. Charity. This is a noun. Sometimes it's a verb, but not often. We use the word charity to talk about the act of giving something to someone, usually in need. We also use this word to talk about organizations that help people in need. Each month, we gather clothes to give to a local charity. Pray. This is a verb. People use this word for the action of talking to God, whether it's giving thanks, asking for forgiveness, or reflecting on something. We pray each day before dinner. Prayer. This is a noun form of pray. There are 5 daily prayers in Islam. Observe. This is a verb. It means to watch something carefully. But in this context, for a holiday or religious or traditional ceremony, we use it to mean we take part or we do the tradition or religious ceremony. I observe the practices of Islam. Present or gift. These words are synonyms. They mean the same thing. This is a noun. It's something special that you give someone, usually for a holiday or a day like a birthday. It's often a surprise. My mom always sends me a gift on my birthday. Holiday. This is a special day. It can usually be a religious or a national holiday. I usually don't have to work on a holiday. Feast. This is a noun, but it can also be a verb. When we use it as a noun, it means a big meal, usually for a special day. When we use it as a verb, it means to eat a lot or eat a big meal. We had a huge Thanksgiving feast with our family. Now, let's learn some important phrases for Ramadan. These are especially important if you are studying or working in an English-speaking country. Listen to the phrases and then repeat. You can stop the video at any time to practice more than once. I'm sorry, I can't eat right now. I am fasting. Could you please let me know when sunset is? I need to break my fast. Is there a quiet place where I can pray? I am observing Ramadan, so I will need a short break at sunset to eat. Can we schedule the meeting at a different time? I have prayers during that time. I'm fasting from dawn to sunset, so I will not be able to participate in the lunch. Thank you for understanding my fasting hours. Is there a quiet place I can rest? I'm fasting and feeling a bit tired. May I have some water? Once again, go back and listen and repeat the phrases, especially if they are new phrases, and make sure to practice your pronunciation. Now, listen and read with me. Let's practice those vocabulary words we learned. You can see them in bold. If you would like to practice just your listening skills, don't look at the video and just listen. Ramadan is an important month in the Islamic tradition, where Muslims worldwide observe a fast from dawn to sunset, abstaining from eating and drinking during these hours. This time is not only about fasting, it is also for spiritual reflection. The fast begins after the pre-dawn meal, when people eat food that will give them enough energy for the entire day. Not everyone must fast, however. Islam's teachings emphasize compassion and flexibility. Children do not fast, as well as people who are sick, elderly, pregnant, or traveling, among other people. Sunset signals the time to break the fast by eating dates and drinking water. At dusk, families and communities share a large feast, which is often a happy occasion filled with gratitude. Charity is another important part of Ramadan, and Muslims are expected to give to those in need. Charity shows empathy and community support, important values in the Islamic religion. Prayer is another significant part of the Ramadan holiday. Muslims pray more than the typical 5 times a day during this time. Prayers held at night help Muslims reflect on their connection with God. Many also take this time to read the Quran, the holy book in Islam. The end of Ramadan is celebrated with a special holiday that is filled with joy. During this time, communities come together to pray, celebrate, and continue acts of charity. Throughout Ramadan, from the first light of dawn to the start of dusk, Muslims take the time to fast, pray, and reflect each day. This holy month serves as a reminder of the importance of patience, humility, and generosity, principles that are central to the Islamic religion. Thank you for practicing your vocabulary and phrases for Ramadan with us today at English Linguaverse. Make sure to save this video to continue to study and remember these important words and phrases.